in our lives. What is happening now? Latest events. What are you doing now? The latest things that have happened. It was good to catch up. What does it mean to catch up? Catch up with him. It was good to catch up with him. Catch up. Well, it's an expression. First of all, if somebody is ahead of you and you catch up, you're up even, right? You have caught up. You are catching up. If you're running a race and you catch up to the one in front of you, you are running even now. Boom, boom. So, it was good to catch up with him. To catch up with somebody in this sense means that we haven't seen each other for 6 months, a year. We haven't seen each other. Then all of a sudden he gets on the bus. Oh, what are you doing? Well, I'm doing this. And what are you doing? Oh, and I'm doing this, and this, and this, and back. And all of a sudden, the big gap about I don't know what he's doing, and he doesn't know what I'm doing, is over. We have caught up with each other. To catch up. To find out everything that is going on with this person, and he finds out everything that's going on with me. So instead of being way behind in the information, we have caught up right now. To catch up. Let's go out for some coffee and catch up on things. In other words, let's go out for some coffee because we haven't seen each other in 6 months. And what are you doing? What am I doing? What are you doing? What am I doing? And all of a sudden, we were able to catch up with each other. Catch up.
Catch up is not mean by accident or meet by accident or not.
Well, you can meet by accident or not meet by accident, but you catching up means that however you met, you are now learning about what that person has done, and he's learning about what you have done in the last 6 months. So a lot of times it is by accident, as this was. I'm riding a bus. I don't know who's going to get on the bus. I'm just riding a bus to Central Mesa when all of a sudden, whoa, look who just got on. Oh, wow, how are you? I haven't seen you in 6 months. What's going on?
What's new?
Yeah, what's new? Catch up. To find out what is new. What's new? Oh, I guess you didn't know. I'm leaving for Thailand. Oh no, I didn't know that. Nobody said anything to me. So we were able to, on the ride to Central Mesa, we were able to catch up with each other as to what he's doing and what I'm doing. The latest events in our lives. It was good to catch up with him. He elected, he decided to get off 2 stops before me, as he needed to buy a new lock for his gym locker. He went to the gym, he opens up the locker, and puts his things in the locker, and then closes the locker and locks the locker. But he needed to get a new lock. Latest, the most recent things that have happened just in the last few days or weeks. Catch up, become current with what my friend is doing. The latest news about him and about me. Boarded to get on. We boarded our flight. We got on the plane. Boarded our flight. Any questions about the words? Or the meaning? new lock, elected, he chose, decided.
If and the latest events in our lives, you can change the life to be LIFE. Is it wrong meaning?
Yeah, in our lives, you're taught one life. We have one life, to live, one life. And in this case, we're talking about not two lives, but two lives.
No, I mean change the word like LIFE, life.
No, it would, talking about the latest events. So if you were a very selfish person, you would only want to talk about the latest events in my life. I don't care about your life, my life. So on the rest of the trip, we'll talk about me, not you. So the latest events in my life, not our lives. Don't even care about you. So if you're talking about more than one life, it's lives. In our lives, in my life.
What's the difference between elect and select?
Well, he elected and selected. He elected, first of all, to elect is to vote for somebody to win a position as president or whatever. But you can also use it as he elected, he chose a specific place. He selected a stop. You can select a stop, but it doesn't really mean the right thing in this type of situation. What are you going to, he elected to get off at the next stop. He selected the next, why did he select the next stop? Well, because he wanted to buy a new lock. This wouldn't be the right word, selected, a stop. I mean, you could sit home and have a map and pick out different stops, but it doesn't make sense that way. The best way would be he chose to get off or he elected to get off, not selected. You can select a stop, and but then why are you getting off here? And this, it just doesn't, it's not the right word for that type of situation. He elected, he chose to get off 2 stops before me. He elected to get off 2 stops before me. He selected to get, no, wouldn't be the right word. Any other questions? A lock, Jim Locker.
Center Mesa is what word? Is the place?
Central
Mesa.
Mesa.
Mesa is a place.
Yeah. Central would be the middle of the city. In this case, what city are you talking about?
Mesa.
Mesa, Arizona. Last week, while riding a city bus to Central Bangkok, so I'm on the city bus from way up in the out of town, not out of town, but far north of Bangkok, driving to the center of the city. So if that's Bangkok, I'm heading for Central Bangkok. I got on the bus here, my friend got on here, and we spent the rest of the trip to Central Bangkok chatting about each other. But he elected to get off 2 stops before me to buy his Jim Locker. Central, middle of the town. Central Mesa,
Which one is the name?
Arizona.
This is the 40 friend.
Mesa. Mesa is like a hill in the desert. It looks like you would and this is known as a mesa. And Mesa is a city in Arizona. Mesa, Arizona. And that would be a mesa in the desert. A high rise in the mountains,
Tomorrow we will go to outing tomorrow.
An outing tomorrow? Right, I wonder if we'll see a mesa. And I hope so, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Riding a city bus to Central Mesa, an old friend boarded. We sat together for the rest of the trip. We chatted about our families and the latest events in our lives. It was good to catch up with him. He elected to get off 2 stops before me. He needed to buy a new lock for his gym locker. Any other questions?
I have a question.
Yeah.
I want to know what the rest of my life means. What does the rest of my life